Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel Future I. In this class, let us continue to solve Maths Model Question Paper 2 from the questions 25 to question number 28. Fourth main, answer the following questions. Children, in this main, there will be 9 questions. Each question carries 3 marks. Hence, 27 marks belongs to this main. 25th question. A train travels 480 km at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 10 km per hour more, it would have taken 4 hours less for the same journey. Find the speed of the train. Children, first understand the problem. So here a train covers a distance of 480 km in a particular speed. If we increase the speed 10 km per hour more, it would take 4 hours less for the same journey. Now here we have to find the speed of the train. So this problem is from quadratic equation chapter. So let us consider the speed of the train be x km per hour and distance covered is given, that is 480 km. And in the problem they clearly said, so it takes 4 hours less when the speed increases to 10 km per hour. Hence we have to express the speed and distance in terms of time by using time finding formula. So we get 480 by x hours. So this I have got by using time finding formula, that is time equals to distance by speed. So look at here. So this is distance. So distance is how much? 480. Hence 480 I have substituted here. And here speed. Speed we have considered x, hence in denominator, right? X. Now this is in term of time. So this time is when speed is x km. Now we have to find time taken by the train when speed is 10 km more than the speed. Hence new speed will be x plus 10 km per hour. Now find the time, children. Use the same formula. So distance is not changing, speed is changing, so that is x plus 10. So hence we'll get 480 by x plus 10 hours. Now understand this one carefully, children. So here speed is less, here speed is more. Hence it takes more time. It takes the more time. So it takes the less time. Hence from this means from 480 by x subtract this one. So same formula we have used according to the equation. So subtract this 480 by x minus 480 by x plus 10 equals to 4. Now we have to solve this. So before going to solve, look at the numerator. So numerators are same. Hence I can take 480 as common factor. If I take 480 common factor, everything will be same. So in numerator we'll get 1. Now let us solve this one, children. So how do you solve this? Multiply the denominators for denominator answer, and for the numerator answer do the cross multiplication. See, I have multiplied denominators. So x into x plus 10 I have got, and I have done the cross multiplication. So anything is multiplied by 1, what do we get? Same thing, that is x plus 10. Here also anything is multiplied by 1, we'll get the same thing, that is minus x. Now let us simplify this. So this plus x and minus x will get cancelled, and in the denominator let us multiply this. X into x is x square. So x into 10 is 10x. So this one. And this 480 also I have transferred this side. So this multiplication 480, if you transfer this side, it becomes to denominator. So now here we can cancel this, children. 4 1s are, and here we'll get 4 1s are 4 and 4 2s are 8 and 0 is as it is. And do the cross multiplication. So here 1 is there. So anything is multiplied by 1, what do we get? Same thing. This thing will get. So this thing will get here, and 120 multiplied to 10. So we'll get 1200. This we will get. Now it is not in standard form of quadratic equation. So hence this 1200 transfer this side becomes to minus 1200. Now we have to factorize this. So this x square and minus 1200 multiply. So we'll get minus 1200 x square. Now we have to write factors for this. So how do you write factors? If we add or subtract, we have to get 10 in the middle. So for that I can write as 40 into 30. So let it be this plus 40 and let it be this minus 40. So first term write as it is, children. So split this middle term by using the factors as I said. So that is 40x minus 30x, and this last term write as it is. Now let us do the groups. These two terms one group and these two terms one group. So here take the common factor. So that is x. If you take x out, here we'll get x plus 40, and here you can take minus 30 as a common factor. If you take minus 30 common factor, here we'll get x plus 40 is equals to 0. Now again, here x plus 40 is common. So take x plus 40 is outside. So we'll get x minus 30 which equals to 0. Now let us simplify this. So x plus 40 equals to 0 or x minus 30 equals to 0. Means this 0 is belongs to this as well as for this. Now this 40 transfer this side, it becomes minus 40, and this minus 30 transfer this side, it becomes plus 30. So now x we have taken as the speed of the train. So speed cannot be negative, hence we have to neglect this. So now we have to take this, that is x equals to 30, and speed is 30 km per hour. Next we have another choice question for this problem, children. So that is find two consecutive odd positive integers, sum of whose square is 290. So this problem is also from quadratic equation. So this is very simple problem compared to the last one. So what they are saying is two consecutive in the sense continuous odd positive integers. So odd means you know that the numbers which are ending with 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. So positive integer means so it has to be positive sign. So not a negative sign. The numbers which having positive sign are called positive integers. So two consecutive odd positive integers, sum of whose square is 290. So we don't know two positive square integers, hence let us consider two positive consecutive integers as x and x plus 2. Now according to the question, see what they are saying, sum of whose square, this square and this square, sum is 290. So hence x square plus x plus 2 whole square which equals to 90. So the next step, so x square you write as it is. So this is in the form of a plus b whole square. So apply the a plus b whole square form for this. So we'll get it here as x square, and here in the place of a what is that, x is there, hence we'll get x square. So in the place of b 2 is there, hence 2ab means we'll get 4x, and b value is 2 as I said, so we'll get it here 4 which is equals to 290. And here add these two, x square plus x square is 2x square, 4x plus 4 will be as it is. This 290 you transfer this side, it becomes to minus 290 which equals to 0. Now let us subtract these two remaining terms right as it is, children. So minus 290 plus 4 is minus 286. Now it is in standard form of quadratic equation. Now here we can take 2 as a common factor. So if you take 2 outside, so we'll get x square plus 2x minus 143 which equals to 0. Now transfer this to this side, it becomes to denominator, as 0 by 2. So 0 by 2 means 0 only will get. So 0 is dividing by any number, its answer is 0. So next we'll get x square plus 2x minus 143 which equals to 0. Now we have to write factors for minus 143. So minus 143 x square. First term multiplied to the last term will get this. So write the factors for this. How do you write the factors for this? If you add or subtract, so we'll get 2x. So the factors will be 13 into 11. So 13 11s are 143. But here we have to get minus, and here we have to get plus. So let it be plus this and let it be minus. So if you subtract, we'll get 2, and if we multiply these two, we'll get minus 142. So 1x give to this and another x give it to this. Now write first term and the last term same, children. This will be as it is and this will be as it is. So we have splitted this. So 2x we have to split by using the factors. Now let us take the common factor in starting two terms and in the last two terms. So what common factor we can take here? That is x. So if you take x outside, we'll get x plus 13, and here we can take minus 11 as common factor, hence we'll get x plus 30 which is equals to 0. Now again we can take x plus 13 as common factor. So if you take x plus 13 as common factor, what do we get? X minus 11 will get this. So if you take x plus 13 outside, we'll get x minus 11. You can write any side, it's not a problem. This you can write first here, and then this you can write this side, not a problem thus. Now 0 is belongs to both the numbers. Either this can be 0 or else this can be 0. Hence x minus 11 is equals to 0 or x plus 13 is equals to 0. Now this minus 11 transfer this side, it will become plus. Transfer 13 this side, it becomes minus. Hence x equals to 11 or x equals to minus 30. So they said here two numbers are positive odd integers, but x we are getting negative. Hence we have to neglect this. Now take x value is 1. If x is equals to 1 means first number is 11, then what could be the next number? For 11 add 2. So x plus 2, 11 plus 2, so we'll get 30. Therefore two consecutive odd positive integers are 11 and 30. So the next, let us move on to another problem. This is trigonometry problem. Concentrate. Prove that cosec 90 minus theta minus sine 90 minus theta cosec theta minus sine theta into tan theta plus cot theta is equals to 1. Before going to solve trigonometry, such kind of the problem, first thing is you have to identify which side is not simplified. Here question also given, answer also given. So RHS is simplified. So LHS is not simplified. Hence consider the LHS and show the RHS. So this is LHS. So next what you can do, see, compared to these ratios, all these ratios are in trigonometric ratios form, but these are complementary angle form. These are in complementary angle form. Hence, convert these into a trigonometric ratio form. So here cosec 90 minus theta, we can write it as sec theta, and sin 90 minus theta, we can write it as cos theta, and remaining you write as it is, this, and the reason is this too. And next, see, this is, sin, tan, here also cos, and this cot, all are in basic trigonometric ratio form. But this sec, we can convert it into sin, and this cosec, we can convert it into cos, because sec is the reciprocal of cos, and cosec is reciprocal of sin. And also tan, we can convert it into form of sin by cos, and cot also we can convert it into cos by sin form. So it means this sec, this cos, tan, cot, all these things converted into basic trigonometric ratio form, means sin by cos form. This this you can write it directly like this, children. I have written here. Sec, we can write it as 1 by cos theta minus cosec theta is as it is, and cosec we can write it as 1 by sin theta minus sin theta, and here tan theta we can write it as tan theta by cos theta, and cot theta we can write it as cos theta by sin theta. And now we can find LCM for this, children. Means multiply the denominators. So cos theta into sin theta, and do the cross multiplication for numerator answer. Sin theta into sin theta is sin square theta. Cos theta into cos theta is cos square theta. And for the next step, what can we do? Just think. So find, solve this. So we'll get it here. Nothing is 1 will be there. So cos into 1 is cos, and here do the cross multiplication, 1 minus cos square theta we get, and solve this one, children, and here nothing is 1 will be there. So sin theta into 1 is sin theta, and do the cross multiplication, 1 minus sin into sin is sin square theta. And here see, this is in the form of trigonometric identity, that is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. Hence I have substituted 1 here. So this, and this is the reason, children. And for the next step, look at, so this 1 minus cos square theta, it is also trigonometric ratio form. If I transfer this cos square theta this side, so it becomes 1 minus cos square theta. So hence in the place of 1 minus cos square theta, I can write sin square theta. See, in this place I can write sin square theta. Similarly here, if I transfer sin square theta here, means sin square theta transfer this side, so what will be left out? Cos square theta will be left out. Hence cos square theta substitute here. And for the next step, so very important this one, children, look at here, this is sin square theta, 2 times of sines there here. So one time and one time it is cancelled, and another time this sin theta will be cancelled. So similarly here cos 2 times there, so one time here it will be cancelled, and another time, so here it will be cancelled. So finally what is left out? So we have got 1. So that is our RHS. Next, let us move on to the another problem, children. We have an option question for this. Prove that sin theta minus cos theta by sin theta plus cos theta plus sin theta plus cos theta by sin theta minus cos theta equals to 2 by 2 sin squared theta minus 1. So as I said, in this kind of the problems, which side is not simplified? This side is not simplified. Hence consider that LHS. And now what can we do? So we can find LCM and simplify. So multiply the denominators. So if we multiply the denominators, we'll get sin theta plus cos theta, this into this. And now do the cross multiplication. So here, what is that? The same thing is present here, sin theta minus cos theta. Hence we'll get sin theta minus cos theta whole square. So similarly here, so what do we have? Sin theta plus cos theta. So same thing is present here. So hence we'll get sin theta plus cos theta whole square. And for the next step, you write denominators as it is. This let it be as it is. And here it is in the form of a minus b whole square. And it is in the form of a plus b whole square. So let us apply that. So if you apply a minus b whole square for this, so a square means sin square theta. So b minus 2ab means we'll get minus 2 into sin theta into cos theta. So b square means we'll get cos square theta. So similarly here, a square means sin square theta, 2ab means 2 into sin into cos, and b square means cos square theta. Now here, minus 2 sin into cos and plus 2 sin into cos, these two will get cancelled. And here then what will be left out here? So here it will be left out sin square plus cos square theta. Thus, and here what is left out? So sin square theta and cos square theta is left out. And denominators, look at the denominators. So denominators is in the form of an identity a plus b into a minus b. So a plus b into a minus b means that is a square minus b square. Hence we'll get sin square theta minus cos square theta. Now from here onwards it is very easy. It is in the form of trigonometric identity and it is also trigonometric identity. So sin square theta plus cos square theta is nothing but 1. So you can substitute here 1 and in this place also you can substitute 1. And this is the identity we have used, children. Now add the numerators. So 1 plus 1 is how much? That is 2. I hope you are understanding, children. 1 plus 1 is 2. And in the denominator, look at what we wanted to prove actually. So now numerator we have got it. What we wanted to prove we have already got it, 2. And in the denominator, we have to get 2 sin square theta minus 1. Hence, what we wanted to do is, this cos square theta is there, right? So this cos square theta, we can write it as 1 minus sin square theta by using this identity itself. See, cos square theta, if you transfer this sin square theta this side, it becomes 1 minus sin square theta. So 1 minus sin square theta, we have substituted in the place of cos square theta. So why we have substituted this means, as I said, here in the denominator, we have to get 2 sin square theta. Hence, we have to substitute that. Now, see, this is 1 sin square theta and this is 1 sin square theta. So, we'll get 2 sin square theta minus 1. This 2 by 2 sin square theta minus 1. So, this is what we wanted to be proved. Next, let us move on to the another problem. So, this problem is from applications of trigonometry. So, from the top of a building 50√3 meter high, the angle of depression of a car on the ground is observed to be 60 degrees. find the distance of the car from the foot of a building. This is a given figure, children. Understand the problem. From the top of the building, this is the top of the building, and PQ is building. P is the top of the building, and from this point, angle of depression, this angle is 60 degree, and here there is a car. R is a car, so angle of depression is 60 degree. Find the distance of the car from the foot of the building. Now here there is a car, and this is the foot of the building. This distance we have to find. I repeat again, children. PQ is, this is height of the building that is given. P is top of the building. Q is bottom of the building. This is angle of depression 60 degree. R is the position of the car. We have to find this distance, means the distance between a car and the foot of the building. What are the things I said? So let us write those things. Let PQ be the height of the building, that is given 50 root 3 meter. And R is what? As I said, the R is the position of the car. Next, QR we wanted to find. What is that QR? That is the distance of the car from the building. Now in this figure, you can easily observe that this angle MPR, this angle is 60 degree. They have only given, that is the angle of depression. So this angle is equals to this angle, because these two are parallel. They have mentioned here. These two are parallel. Hence this angle will be equal to this angle, because alternate interior angles. Hence this angle will become 60 degree. So MPR is equals to PRQ equals to 60 degree. This is the reason. Now let us compare the triangle PQR. Now it has become 60 degree. Hence now this is the reference angle. 60 degree is reference angle. Now if we take this as reference angle, this measurement they have given, means this is a perpendicular. The side opposite to the reference angle is perpendicular. This we have to find. This is base. Now perpendicular and base is the ratio of which one? So that is tan. Hence in triangle PQR, tan 60 degree is equals to perpendicular by base. So tan 60 degree value is root 3. So perpendicular is how much? Perpendicular is 50 root 3. And base is how much? Base we wanted to find, right? QR as it is. That's all. Now here we can easily simplify, children. This into 3. 50 root 3 means 50 into root 3. This root 3 transfer this side becomes to denominator. So just like this. And here what happens? So root 3 and root 3 will be get cancelled. And what is left out here? 1 is left out. And the right side part will be as it is. Now do the cross multiplication and simplify. So what do we get? So QR is equals to 50 meter. So this is what the distance between the bottom of the building and the car. So hence car is 50 meter distance from the building. So next let us move on to the another problem. So find the area of triangle ABC whose coordinates are A 4, -6, B 3, -2 and C 5, 2. Then find the length of the median AD. So very simple problem, children. So in this problem, they have given coordinates of all the vertices of this triangle. This is A coordinate. So this is the B coordinates and this is C coordinates. So first let us consider A coordinates as x1, y1, that is 4, -6. B coordinates as x2, y2, that is 3, -2. And C coordinates are x3, y3, that is 5 comma 2. So next what actually we wanted to find is length of the median. So AD is the median. Children, understand properly, AD is median. So median is drawn to a triangle from a vertex to its vertex to the midpoint of its opposite side, means D is the midpoint. So this is the thing you wanted to understand. D is midpoint because AD is median. Before that, let us find area of this triangle, children. So area of triangle finding formula when coordinates of vertices given, that is half into x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. Now let us substitute the values. So substitute values. So half is as it is, x1 value 4, x2 value minus 2, y3 value is 2, x2 value is 3, y3 value is 2, y1 value is minus 6, x3 is 5, y1 is minus 6, y2 is minus 2. Now let us simplify this. First let us solve this one, children. Minus 2 minus 2 is minus 4. This. And here multiply this, minus into minus is plus, so we'll get it plus 6 here. And here minus into minus is plus, hence we'll get plus 2 here. Remaining all the things you write it as it is. And next let us solve this one. So 4 into minus 4 is minus 16. So 2 plus 6 is 8. 8 multiplied to 3 will get 24. Minus 6 plus 2 is minus 4. Minus 4 multiplied to 5 will get minus 20. Now let us simplify this. Minus 16 plus 24. Minus 16 plus 24 is plus 8. So plus 8 minus 20 is minus 12 will get. Now here we can cancel this 2 ones and 2 6. Minus 6 will get, because here there is a minus. So hence we'll get minus 6 square units. So here you write it after minus 6 you write square units, children, because we have found area. And area cannot be negative, hence we have to consider only as positive 6. Yeah, I have written here 6 square units. Now we have found area of this triangle. Now we have to find the coordinates of D. So to find coordinates of D, we have to use section formula, and in section formula use the sub 1 because D is midpoint. So coordinate of D, finding formula. This is section formula when the point is midpoint. I mean the point which is dividing a line segment into two equal parts. In that case we use this x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Now this is x1, children. This is x1 and this is y1. This is x2 and this is y2. Now x1 is how much? Look at here, x1 is 3 and x2 is how much? 5. We have substituted 5. And next in denominator 2 is as it is, and this is the place of y1. So y1 is how much? Minus 2. And y2 is how much? y2 is 2. Now simplify those, children. So 3 plus 5 is, we get 8 by 2, and here minus 2 and plus 2 will get cancelled and we get 0 by 2. So here we can cancel this 2 ones and 2 fours. So here 0 by 2 means 0 only we get. So hence 4 comma 0 are the coordinates of D. Now we have got D coordinates. We have A coordinates. If you find AD distance by using distance formula, we'll get the length of AD. Use distance formula. Find the distance of AD. So A coordinates 4 comma minus 6 and D coordinates are 4 comma 6. So distance finding formula, root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Substitute the values. X2 value is 4, children. X1 value is 4. So hence 4 minus 4 whole square y2 values, this is y2 value 0 and y1 values minus 6, hence minus 6 whole square. Now let us solve this. 4 minus 4 is 0 and 0 square. This here minus into minus plus, so plus 6 whole square will get. So 0 square means will get 0 itself, 6 square means will get 36, hence root 36 will get. So root 36 means 6. So we have found distance, hence unit will be unit will be unit itself, because we have found distance. Therefore the length of the median AD is equals to 6 units. Dear students, I hope you have understood all these problems. The remaining will be continued in the next class. Thank you for watching this. Please subscribe for my channel Future Eye for the upcoming classes.